Hello, Trashkin. Editor Rasp here, up front. To set the scene, as you know, this game will deal with some heavy topics, but in a tasteful and mournful way. But as ever, if you feel the nightmare fuel is upon you, please stop the video and tend to yourself first. You are more important than views. But as this channel has survived and thrived on indie dev games, I would like to take a moment to advocate to you that this game has received the full Trash Bear seal of approval. It snuck me up and punched me in my feels hard in a good way. And I cannot recommend it enough. So as per ever, if the spirit moves you at any point during the playthrough, the link is in the description right up top. That's how good it is. They do have a deluxe version available if you donate $2 USD or more, but they are giving the game in its entirety, apart from some deluxe content, away for free. And they put some effort in this. Yes, it's a point and click. Yes, it's a walking simulator, but what a walking simulator. So I'm going to hand you off to Game Goon already, starting the intro. Ladies, gentlemen, esteemed non-binaries, Trashkin all, good evening and welcome to Trash Tier Gaming. I'm your humble host, Raps the Trash Bear, and today we're going to be playing How We Know We're Alive. A murder mystery, not strictly speaking horror, but is not noir and weird fiction the cousin to horror? I mean, Get into it. Alright. That should do. So before we get to the game proper, first order of business. There's been some movement on the Unity front. Unfortunately, it's more bad news for Unity workers. So, some of you know, earlier last year, around about December or so, they announced laying off the folks from WetaFX. About 264 positions was the most exacting number I could get a hold of in 14 locations. Before that, around 300 earlier in the year. And now, unfortunately, 1,200 positions laid off. About 25% of the remaining workforce. Kind of doesn't so much whisper as screams to me that Unity was counting on a big lump of money starting this year. That didn't happen, and unfortunately they cut folk loose. No word on if anybody in upper management is taking any pay cuts or refusing bonuses, but such is the burden. I'm quite upset about that. As you know, Trashkin, I'm not fond of what Unity pulled, hence the title Unity Dumpster Fire earlier in the year. Rest assured, I'm keeping an eye out. Alas, there's not enough news to make another emergency dispatch. But I thought it's important to keep y'all abreast, just in case. So, this is I don't believe it's free. I think I coughed up a wee bit for it. It was under $5, so my brain went, sold. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, game, you got my attention. Motvind Studios. Hey, what you up to? Oh. By Mogan and the bunch, eh? Hey, how's it going? How's Stockholm? Oh, we're leaving it on red. We're a bastard and we don't want to talk to him. Hey, it's been a while. Give me news. What's new with you? Lots of love. XXX. In letter format, them's kisses. Oh, hugs. I never remembers the X's or O's. It's Sarah, baby! Sorry, just totally swamped at the office these days. Let's speak soon. Wait, X's kiss, I'm sure. I ran into Peter the other day. Do you remember him? Would you believe he's a mechanic now? So much for his punk band, lol. Anyway, life's okay on my end. Not much to report. Would be nice to catch up properly soon. Hey, let me know then, or when might be a good time for a catch-up. There's something I wanted to talk to you about. Can you call me as soon as you can? ASAP, when you get this, if that's okay. It's really important. I'm so sorry I missed this. I'm stuck at the office. And probably will be all weekend. Next week will be better, I hope. A strained friendship. Enter our hero. Stage left. Hello, Harunga. It's not great to see you, to be honest. I guess I'll check if the flower shop is still open. Lots to move. Alright, got it. Can't examine stuff yet. This... Oh, this is gorgeous, Trashkin. Oh, hold up just a tick, Trashkin. Brain was so powerful I had to dial it back again. Click on objects to inspect. A menu. If only Italians knew what Swedes do to their beloved pizza. Long live the petrol station, the only place in town we could trick someone into selling us a beer when we were under 18. Piss weak 3.5 beer. But beer all the same. Hey, we all get up to something weird when we're a kid. Like, we gotta invent our problems when we're, Harung Centrum. They want us to call this the center of anywhere. End of the line. Can't even change my mind and go home for another hour. Ah, just the background work. But yeah, we all get up to trouble as kinder and adolescent. What was Maria's order? Something like pineapple and barbecue sauce? I would never admit it, but it actually kind of delicious. Pizzeria Verona. I don't miss exams, but I do miss our post-exam ritual. Pizza. This is Blue House. Number 12. What was the name of the guy who used to live here? Sven something? Weird dude, very into drones. My first boyfriend had a car just like this. In fact, it might even be his car. Better keep moving. Huh. Yeah, that's a black panel. There's a half-open garage. The only person I ever persuaded Maria to throw an egg at on Halloween. She put a written apology through the door the next day, bless her. Ah. Maria's parents' house. Doesn't look like anybody's in. Same old curtains, though. Oh, nothing more to examine here. System Bolagent? The all-important alcohol vault. Closed on Sunday, of course. I remember Maria's sister agreeing just once to buy us a bottle of wine. The cheapest rosé they had. It was disgusting. We drank all of it. A site of pilgrimage for the true main religion of Sweden. Recycling. I really do love separate stream recycling. I am very jealous of recycling centers elsewhere in the world where they don't do single stream. This monument commemorates the great Hagrid flood of 1997. I'm probably butchering that name. I do apologize. 5 inches of water counts as a great flood, apparently. Fuck. Oh, hello. Good evening. Hold on. That's not Sarah, is it? Hello, Elsa. My goodness, it is you. I hardly recognized you. It must have been years since. 10 years, yes. 10 years. It goes fast at my age, I tell you. Doesn't feel like long enough for me. I imagine it does. You'll feel it soon enough. Oh, but this is the 12th today. There's a 12th date. It's been a year already. I just need to buy some flowers, really. You can't go without flowers. No, certainly not. This bunch here is fine. Are you sure? I've got some lovely carnations in the back. I'm kind of in a hurry, Elsa. If you say so. And you're alright, aren't you? I'm fine. Thank you. To me, screams were not. I can hear the jingle just looking at it. Of the ice truck. Ica, the beating heart of all dead towns. Or dead-end towns. A good place to go and hang out. As anywhere around here. It almost feels good to see it again, actually. Ah yes, Yosef consistently took the top spot in our ranking of the creepiest people in Haringa. Must be ancient now. I'm pretty sure the only place we're visiting today, grave. To this day, I can't hear Take a Walk on the Wild Side without thinking of Saturday night karaoke here. Paradise. The police station. I still have bad dreams about this place sometimes. Why? Are the boys in blue this side of things scummy? Shitty to kids. I have a vivid memory of sitting in the pews for graduation and promising myself it would be the last of the hundreds of hours I spent in here. We've really been looking forward to it. Ah, of course, where else would everyone be on a Sunday? And to the churchyard we go. What's the difference between a churchyard and a cemetery, you ask? Why, grandparents' grave. Pretty damn fancy. I guess there has to be a reward for running this shithole for half your life. I always found it strange that the only beautiful place in town was the one full of dead people. Grandma and Grandpa's grave. Maybe I should have got flowers for them too. Mom's grave, no doubt. How do I know it's Mom? Maria Berg. Called it! 1992 to 2019. There's still so many paths I haven't trodden. Where is that from? I don't know what people do at gravestones. Is it weird if I speak to you? I want to speak to you, but I also don't know what to say. Hi, Maria. I miss you, I guess. This is the first thing. Sorry I wasn't here for the funeral. I was too wrapped up in my own feelings. Was too busy sounds like a jerk move. So here you are. You really never did leave after all. Just why? Sorry. But you should have come with me. You wouldn't be here if you just... We had it all planned out. However, you let this place keep you. I can't help feeling angry with you. I guess it doesn't matter now. How could you let this place keep you? So, we're visiting our day. I thought it would be a mom. I quite like this dress. You do? Ugh. It's crap, isn't it? So what are you wearing? Don't make me stand here looking terrible all on my own. Where's your outfit? I'll decide on something later. Nothing fits properly. No, you're right. We should be focusing on what actually matters. Booking the tickets. Yeah. I was thinking, we should get the bus to Stockholm on Friday and... Sarah. But... Sarah, I'm... pregnant. You're... pregnant. Pregnant. Yes. Pregnant. Not to goof, but that does remind me of, Garth Marenghi's Blood? Blood. Red. Blood. Routine just a little. Jesus. Okay, okay. And it's that guy's? Jacob? Okay, it's fine, don't panic. We can sort this out, we can make an appointment. I don't need an appointment, Sarah. I'm going to have a baby. You? I've thought about it a lot and it's what we want to do. I'm actually really excited. Wait. What do you mean we? Me and Jacob? You mean your parents? Those Jesus freaks can't make you do this, Maria. No one is making me do anything. But how's this going to work with us going to Stockholm? We aren't going to Stockholm. No, we aren't. I don't think I can now. Maria. I'm so sorry, Sarah. I wasn't sure how to tell you or when. I know how much this... Look, you can't have a baby. You can't have one just because this backwards Bible-bashing town expects you to keep it. You aren't listening to what I'm saying, Sarah. Well, I should at least thank you for giving me the heads up. Sarah, I have to go. I have tickets to book. That's a very good boy next to the desk there. I'll go you. That is a fine puppo. That text the night you died. What did you want to tell me? I just can't let it go, and this all seems... Why would you be out driving that road? I've been thinking about it and thinking about it for the last year. It just doesn't seem like an accident to me. Whoa! Goodness. It really is you. Lena? Wow. Sorry, I didn't expect to see You didn't expect to see me at my little sister's grave on the anniversary of her death? Lorraine, I was expecting anyone here. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. Oh, I'm sure. I must say I'm surprised to see you too, given that we didn't see you at the funeral. I'm sorry, I wish I could have been there. She missed you a lot, you know. I miss her too. Life just gets so busy, doesn't it? So little time to check in on dear old friends, right? We had fallen a little out of touch, yeah. That's one way of putting it. Okay, that's kind of shitty, but... Do you see much of her family? Her son? Jonas and, Jacob. I've been helping him out with Jonas from time to time. A terrible age to lose a parent. I can't imagine. What keeps you so busy in the city? In charge of the copy for some big accounts at my firm. I'm a copywriter. Writing, mostly. Good for you. That line, and there are still so many paths I haven't trodden. Where's it from? Oh, it's from a poem she wrote. One of those cheerier ones. Beautiful. Yes, she never gave up on the writing. She turned her old bedroom into a sort of study. It's full of the stuff. I don't think poor Jacob's had the heart to move any of it yet. And of course, there was the writing group that Gunnell started. I'm sure you remember her. Unfortunately, yes. What else was she up to before she... Oh, you know, same old Maria. Mothering, church. Church? Yes, Sarah, church. A little surprised by that, to be honest. Good bothers get her. I'm a little surprised by that, to be honest. I dare say there's lots of things you don't know about what Maria's life was like after you left. Look, I want to spend some time with my sister now. It was nice to see you. Wow, Maria's sister. What up? But I guess it's not so long ago her ma died as well. It's not like she ever particularly liked me. She was always blaming me when Maria got in trouble. Christ, I just need to know. What happened to you, Maria? What did this town do to you? It's time to find out. I shouldn't disturb her, and I'd rather not give her one more reason to hate my guts. Or you can even head home. Maybe I should talk to Gunnell about the writing club she and Maria ran. Although, I can think of a few things worse than talking. Or can't think of anything worse than talking. Surely she can't still work at the supermarket in town. Frankly, I'm surprised that old bat's still alive. Nothing new. Well, let's hit the old supermarket. I must admit, my culture... Oh. Now there's a strange sight. Peach! Sorry, that sounds weird now. You always watch too many American movies. It's just Flip now. Or Philip now. I can guess why you're back. I think you can, yeah. Awful tragedy. Such a waste of potential. She always liked you, you know? Oh, I do know. Maria and I became rather good friends of a kind. I teach her son, Jonas, now, as a matter of fact. Oh, right. He's very bright, too. Knocked sideways by recent events, of course. But what have you been up to in Stockholm all these years? Writing? I do hope it wasn't only Maria who kept the dream alive. No, I'm really gonna count. Sure, I'm still writing. And it's all going down there? Oh, going well down there? A little lonely, but it's alright. The downs, but mostly good. City life, I guess. It's a little lonely, but it's alright. Well, it's always nice to see an old student. I imagine you have lots of people to catch up with, so I won't keep you. I'm going to stay and watch the game here if you're at loose ends later on. Thanks, yeah. Although, you'll find it hard not to run into your old sparring partner, Officer Nielsen, around here. Oh god, Sten Nielsen is still... I'm surprised, to be honest. You and me both. Dreadful, really, that he was the one to break the news to us all about Maria. Oh god, I'm so sorry. He's the first policeman at the scene of the crash. Only made sense, I suppose, to teach. Sorry, Philip. Yes? Does Gunnell still work at the ICA? Oh, yes. Sounds like perhaps you'll have to have several places to avoid today. Well, see you, maybe. Take care, Sarah. Thank you. You too. Such a waste of potential. Keeping the dream alive. Did Teach see it? That there was another life you wanted to lead? Now, which torture would I like to subject myself to first? Have my ear chewed off by Gunnell at the supermarket, or endure Officer Nielsen's attempts at humor at the police station? I guess the ICA has candy at least. Oh, talk to Gunnell. Ooh. Ooh, it's getting creepy now. Hello, Gunnell. Who's that? It's Sarah. Sarah who? I know you remember me, Gunnell. I see a lot of people in my line of work. Don't remember all of them. Just whatever. I need to ask you some... Oh, hold on. Are you the girl who left town? Yes. The one who ran off with another woman? The lesbian? No, Gunnell, listen. Oh, it was awful. Her parents broke their hearts. You should have seen them. Can I please ask you something? I suppose so. It depends on what it is. Look, you're in a writing group? I'm a founding member of the Harangun writing group, yes. If you wanted to join, I have to ask the rest of the group. We don't take just anybody. I don't want to join. I want to ask you about Maria. Ah, yes. Such a shame. But she was in the group too? Oh, yes, yes. She was a good enough writer. If she hadn't written about such dreary, awful things like, what? It was always death this, death that, depressing. And before she died, she was writing about that kind of thing? Well, to be perfectly honest, I can't say, as she didn't have the decency to turn up to the session that week. She didn't show up the week before she died. And we're very clear that non-attendance should be announced before... Why didn't she come? She didn't say. But Kelly... You know Kelly? Odd family. He has that wife who is from some oriental place. Weird woman. Okay, Gunnell full boomerang. Okay. Wow. You know, I grew up in a town with similar dispositions, and that hit a little harder than I expected. Stop, please. What about Callie? He said he'd seen her around that week. All out of sorts. What do you mean? Head in the clouds, distracted by something, that's what I heard. Not herself. Why are you asking? Weren't you two thick as thieves? So you do remember me. A little, I suppose. It was rude of her not to tell us she wasn't going to come. Okay, I'm done. You... Bye, Gunnell. Well, you're welcome! God, I'd like to give her a piece of my mind one day. Another time. If I ever come back here, that is. Not herself. I wonder why she didn't go to her writing group. Okay, time to talk to that Chief Inspector dickhead. We're gonna get some answers from this blue boy. Oh. Alright. Here we go. Deep breath. And hold it. Alright. Have anything to examine? No, just you. Sten Nielsen at your service. Hello, Sten. Well, well, well. If it isn't little Miss City Slicker. Sarah will do. Bet they don't know about your delinquent past down in Stockholm, do they? Still shoplifting? I was 14, Stan. Once a thief, always a thief, they say. Come to turn yourself in, is it? A night in the cells for old time's sake? I wanted to ask you about Maria. Oh yes. The anniversary. I suppose she's not getting up to her old tricks anymore, at least. Dude! Too soon! Please don't speak about her like that. Alright. Don't speak ill of the dead and all that, I suppose. Go on then, fire away. You're the one who was called to the scene, right? Of the crash? Yes, I was. Where was it? Don't you know? You really did cast us all off, did... Please answer the question. As you please. It was out on the main road south, about an hour down. Near to Stockholm, than here almost. Why on earth would Maria be out on that... What was she running from? Am I a mind reader, Sarah? So what happened? You know how fast it gets dark this time of year, and that old road. Branch in the way or something, she skidded off the side and into the rocks below. Good thing it was me who got the call, really. Telling the family should always be left to someone senior. I'm head of the precinct these days, you know. Right. We're just gonna pack all that venom back in. Can I get back to my work now? You can get back to scratching your ass, yeah. If you continue to disrespect this office, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Suits me just fine. You have a nice existence, let's talk never. Chief of the precinct, my god. What was she doing out on that road? Lena said Jacob hasn't cleared things from her old room. Why they decided to live in her parents' creepy old house, I cannot imagine. Maybe I should talk to Jacob. I wonder what he's like now. It's late. We don't have another path forward. Elsa. Did you forget something, dear? No, I'd be better off. Or I better be off. I'm a little sad that I can't examine the community board there, but fair. Like, the detail work alone. I'm mildly disappointed. Good old Barbara Basher HQ. Well, Maria's room used to be on the second floor. Oh, you're not. Okay, there we go. Hello? Seems to be open. What? Hello? Oh, Sarah. What are you doing here? I didn't mean to barge in. The door was open. Yeah, they usually are around here. Sorry, maybe this is a bad time. No, it's fine. Sorry, I just wasn't expecting. Just back for the day, really. Okay. May I come in? Sure, of course. Come into the dining room. Pretty strange to be back in this house. I can imagine. Would you like coffee? Only if you're making some, that'd be nice. Sure. It's just too awkward. Oh. Hello, Jonas. You must be Jonas. Yes. Nice to meet you, Jonas. I mean, We've met before, but only once, and you were very small. Well, anyway, where's my dad? He's in the kitchen. Do you want me to get him for you? No, it's okay. Odd. It seems like we're out of coffee. I haven't really had time. Oh, don't worry. Jonas is so big now. Yeah. Shy. Today is not a good day. Of course. How are you? Oh, you know, today is... I understand. But I'm alright. That's good. Feels like another lifetime when I was last here. What year is Jonas now? 4th grade. He's getting stuck into his hockey. We both have really good distraction. Right, yeah. Why are you here, Sarah? In Hottering. I couldn't make it last year. So, right. Jacob, do you think it would be okay if I had a look at Maria's old room? I'm afraid it's not very tidy. I haven't really gotten around to. No, that's okay. Sure, if you want to. Thanks. It's up the stairs, and you remember where it is, of course. I won't be long. Thank you. Oh, excuse me, Jacob. Oh, God. It hasn't changed at all. That's... bad. A Wizard of Earthsea by Ursula K. Le Guin. He was always trying to get me to read her stuff. I'm not sure why I never did. Oh hell, I need to read Earthsea. Well, in my defense, the magic-heavy fantasy series really do kick my butt. It's like some sort of weird shrine to her youth in here. Even the sheets are the same. More than 10-year sheets that last more than 10 years? That's some good linen. She really was still writing. Poetry mostly, looks like. How long a road must lie ahead between the light and me. This what you wrote about Maria? Wait. Oh, those are my feet. You might ask, why do I have such trust issues with the game Trashkin? The short answer is because I played point and clicks before and have been on many a pixel hunt. I should probably look around a bit more. Photograph. There we are. Oh, there's more yet. Let me first admit, I kind of want to let the jerks have it, but I also need information, so... It always looks so small from up... Oh, this is the kind of town where a wrecked car just hangs out on the outskirts of town, huh? Yeah, that's pretty close to home. It is small. It's tiny. I'm gonna miss these forests, though. They've got plenty of forests in Stockholm, Maria. Anyway, we don't have time. Between the literary festivals and the parties, we're not going to be very successful writers if all we do is go to parties. I'll write the great American novel in the mornings. Why would being in Sweden set that aside? American? It's a figure of speech, Maria. You're going to love it. And speaking of love, you're such a dick. How's your new moped guy? What's his name? You know his name. Jay something? Jacob. Right. It's good. I like him. Huh. You think he's stupid? I didn't say anything. But I know what you think. Look, I didn't say. It's okay. Just happen to be wrong about him, that's all. Okay, if you say so. How long is it now? 11 months, Sarah. 11 months. Leaving this shithole couldn't come soon enough. Okay. So more than 11 months. The timeline becomes clearer. Started dating 11 months beforehand, or a little more. Hey game, are you gonna let me out of the discussion? What's this? Ah, scripted. System Bogalit. Receipt for 2 bottles of vodka. Wait, this isn't from, it is from the day she died. She used to hate vodka. Why would she? I should go. I don't imagine Jacob wants me hanging around for too long. When did she start drinking? Hey Jacob, must be quite nostalgic for you. The room, I mean. It was. Jacob, I hope you don't mind me asking. Were you and Jonas on the day last year? We were at a hockey game, actually. Seems impossible for us to think about enjoying ourselves that afternoon now, but Maria got us tickets for a hockey game. She usually comes too, but she said it was a special father-son treat. I'm so sorry, Jacob. Thank you. It's... Good luck back in the city. Thank you for having me. So on the afternoon that she died, Maria sent them off to a hockey game because she wanted them out of the way? This is insane. The police wouldn't have investigated the possibility that... But the police means Officer Nielsen. He easily could have just assumed it was a road accident without really thinking about the alternatives. Nielsen is about as bright as a 40-watt light bulb. Ah, the alcohol bolt. Elsa. Elsa? Yes, my dear? Can you remember? Mind like a steel trap I've got. Don't let the wrinkles fool you. Did you happen to see Maria on the day she died? I did. Must have been one of the last people to do so, I'd say. She was coming back this way. Funny look about her. What do you mean funny? All sneaky looking. Mind you, I'd look sneaky too if I was off buying a great big bottles of alcohol in the middle of the afternoon. Of course, it's easy enough to keep tabs on who's a little too fond of drink in these parts. Standing here all day as I do. She had a system Bogalit bag, didn't she? She did. Point blank refused to tell me what she had all that drink for. I'm no busybody, you know. I do it for the public good. Of course you do, Elsa. Okay. Thanks, Elsa. Bye-bye now. Walked by Elsa. She walked by... Oh. Surely someone else has put 2 and 2 together. I should speak to Lena. But why would she have not said if... Hope she's still at the grave. Mile a minute action, Trashkin. But before we hit that next screen, Trashkin, I'd like to remind you that now is a fine time to consider trying the game for yourself, because it's full speed ahead from here. We're gonna spoil the Dame, or the Demoton. So now's the time to make up your mind if you're in or you're out, Trashkin. Links in the description. As you know, this channel lives and dies on the goodwill of indie developers. So, if I can convince a few of you to drop the video and meander on back in after you play for yourself and see how it goes for me, all's the better. You sure? Alright, for those of you coming back, welcome back. And for those of you who decided, I did tell you I was going to spoil it. So, I thought I might see you again. I'm kind of in a hurry. Cigarette? No thanks. Are you alright? You seem... just a little odd, that's all. A little odd to be back, that's all. I can only imagine. Philip, do you happen to remember what we were doing this evening last year? Do I remember? Goodness. I'm not sure how I could forget. Where were you when you heard? Where? Has nobody... Gosh, no, I suppose you wouldn't know. I was at Maria's house. We all were. I mean, I was, and Jonas and Jacob, and a few of Maria's other friends. What? Why? I wish I knew. It was all quiet, quite mysterious. She invited us all to come around that evening, but she wouldn't quite say why. What did she say? She said all would be revealed, but we weren't allowed to know beforehand, so we were all there at 7 like she asked. Of course, she never arrived. Instead, we got Officer Sten at the door with the awful news. What did you think you were all there for? It's odd. In all the shock of what happened, I haven't really thought about it much. I guess I assumed she wanted to tell us something. Did she maybe finish a novel? It must have been terrible. Of course it was. Strangely, kind of a blessing that we were all together, I mean, almost as if she knew. I need to find Lena. No problem. Give her my my best. Half-functioning neon signs. That's a familiar note of my life too. I could have helped. I could have stopped you. Why did nobody else stop you? How can I make it up to you? What should I do? You deserve for people to know the truth, no matter how painful it is to hear. Well, it billed itself as a murder mystery, but painful extrication of the past is also tragic. Lena. Hello, Sarah. I need to talk to you. Are you alright? You look... No, I'm not alright. I have to tell you something. Excuse me? Listen to me. Listen to what? Why could nobody see that Maria killed herself? Sarah, I think we need to have a serious conversation. Yes, we do. The shithole town hounded her to death. She drove her car off the road after getting blind drunk. Get away from her life and nobody even realized. She got trapped here by a pregnancy that you all made her keep. And finally got too much for her. All the God-fearing hypocrisy, all the nastiness, all the narrow-minded crap that has always been the bread and butter in this place. I should have been there for her, but so should have everyone else. Just letting it slide? That fucking idiot police didn't bother to investigate her death properly. So everyone can carry on thinking that they didn't have a hand in it. It's not good enough. Not what she deserved. Are you finished? I'm sorry, I'm really angry and... No, Sarah. You're not angry. I'm angry. I've never heard... How dare you come here today and say a thing like that? You have any idea? No, well, that's the problem, isn't it? You have no idea. What are you talking about? Oh, God. You haven't said this to anyone else. No, I haven't said... I think you need to leave Haringa. Oh, don't worry about that. I'm going. Yes, you are. But you're going to come with me first. You need to see something. What? What do I need to... Just shut up and walk. Done enough talk. Or you've done enough talking. Did our own bitterness get in the way of our investigation? I don't want to go in there. I don't care what you want. Stefan. Well, that's likely for the hymnal, so I couldn't make sense of it one way or another. There's an evensong service tonight for Maria, which you didn't know of course. You don't know the first thing about Maria. Look around. Look at all these candles people have lit. Flowers, letters, pictures of her. You thought because she chose to stay in this small town she couldn't possibly be enjoying her life because she wasn't slaving away in Stockholm for a one-bedroom apartment and a failed career as a writer? How's it going in your wonderful life, Did you really think she had nothing? Do you think she wasn't mourned by countless people here that you never bothered to get to know? No, that's not... Shut up! My sister had a full, rich life here. She loved and was loved enormously. You come up here for one day in the last decade and think you've seen something we were all too thick to work out? I'm sorry, but the evidence... Evidence? Is this a game to you? Come home to play detective? Go on then. What's your evidence that my beautiful baby sister did not, in fact, die in a tragic accident that we've all spent the last year desperately coming to terms with? Look, if you don't want to hear it, I understand. You understand nothing. But go on, let's have it then. All the vodka she bought, I found receipts from the day she died in her room. She was acting strangely that day, making sure Jacob and Jonas were out of town, and the party. To gather you all together so that when she died... Are we finished? You have to forgive my rural ignorance here, but I wasn't aware that writing poems on dark themes meant you were suicidal. And the party? You want to know what the party was about? She'd been working on a book. She sent samples to an agent who wanted to take her on. She was going to throw a surprise party to tell everyone. Anything suspicious about that officer? But why did Philip not tell me that? Philip? I never told him. It was too... No, I don't have to explain myself to you. But that's wonderful news. As if you care. All this wasted life because she was going to see... What? Nothing. Go home, Sarah. What was she going to see? You don't deserve to know. You who couldn't even be bothered to text her 1 month to the next. Lena, please. You. She was going to see you. She said you were stuck in your office all weekend. But she was going to go shopping in the city and surprise you with her news in person. Then get back in time for the surprise party. I told her it was ridiculous, but she said You're set on it. Convinced you want to share this moment with her because she didn't give up on your friendship share. Ah. So yes, that's why she was out alone on that road, because of you. Well, no wonder you hate me. I don't know what to say. I do. You're so arrogant that you thought it was impossible that living here could make someone happy. That having a husband and a son and a family could make someone happy. I'm so sorry. I thought I was doing the right thing. No, you didn't. You came here to see what you wanted to see. You wanted to see this confirmation that you chose the right path and that she didn't. Lena, I'm so sorry. Don't be. I'm sorry for thinking you might have changed. The service will be starting soon, and don't think it's appropriate for you to be here. I'm sorry. Goodbye, Sarah. Yep, time to bail. That is painful. Sweet, merciful glob. This game's just letting us have it. Time for a peek at the grave, just in case. Oh, sometimes it's just nice to play something slow. Pace. Maria, I have nothing to... I can't excuse myself. And it hurts, because if you were here, you would forgive me for all my selfishness, my stupidity. Because you were just the most... But Lena's right. I hardly knew you at all. That's the thing, isn't it? You aren't here. If you were, none of this would have... If I had been there for you, then you might still be here. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry not to have deserved our friendship better. I love you. I can't believe I left it to this date to make it clear. I really do. Even though I'm so bad at it. Goodbye, Maria. And congratulations to you on the book. I bet it was beautiful. Are we walking back to Stockholm, or does it loop round? Oh! Going back to where we hung out. Watching the sunrise. Oh, that hurts my soul, Trashkin. Oh, this game, it burns so good. This pathos. This tension. Sometimes the real horror is reality. The commonplace. The all too familiar. Trashkin. For a short form game, I gotta say, this hits way above punching weight. I gotta say, good job, excellent audio, excellent story, excellent graphic work. It all comes together. This really feels like a lot of care and thought was put in, and it shows. The hard-working bar staff at Stage Bar Cook. I probably mutilated that, but I will be keeping an eye on Motvind Studios for future. But Trashkin, that's gonna do it for our little jaunt on each.io. It's not exactly a horror game, but you could feel the care that went into it, the emotion, it's a great palate cleanser. Alright, but that's our time for this Friday. I'd like to thank you all for coming out. I'd like to thank you for joining me around the trash fire. I know I haven't been doing many off-week episodes. I did burn out a little after October. But we're back, and we're going steady. This one has definitely earned its place amongst the horror samplers. Yeah, I know it's not technically horror. I don't care, it's my playlist. I can do what I like, Trashkin. Horror sampler I made to highlight each.io games anyway. It fits. It's going in. Ooh. The title sequence. But, that's gonna do it for now, Trashkin. So, again, thank you all for coming out. I'd especially like to thank all of you that hit the subscribe button, which you still have time to do, and joining us around the trash fire on the regular. I've been your humble host, Rasta Trash Bear, and until next time on Trash Cheer Gaming, remember to count your spoons, hydrate, medicate, and take care of yourself as best you can. Don't forget, especially this time, to tell the people you love you give a good damn. Remember to play some games, especially ones that sneak up and punch you right in the feels. And I'll see you all in the next one.